after the absolute nightmare that I've had trying to find deals on Facebook this week, people just not getting back to me, this is a godsend. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the free Trillion Game Collection, the series where I build a video game collection without spending any money on it. Today we are going to pick up probably the most expensive game that is currently in my collection. Now, it wasn't the most expensive game when I bought it, but if you try and buy it now, it's going to cost you a lot of money, and that's because it is a limited run game. I've said enough. We'll get into that in just a second. However, before we do that, we need to go pick something up via Facebook Marketplace. That's how we're going to pay for this today. We do have a cash profit in this series, of course. What I like to do is go out to places like Facebook Marketplace, Vinted, eBay, you name it, anywhere we can get a deal. We'll pick something up, we'll sell part of it on, maybe we'll sell all of it on, make a profit in some cases. But if there's anything left over, we either put it into the collection or I trade it into CEX, get a voucher and buy the games that we actually want. I do have some things to take into CEX. I'll probably do that in the next episode, maybe even the episode after, because I have another big trade in another store to get to as well. Still a lot of content to come. But for today, let's go onto Facebook Marketplace, see if I can find anything, and maybe go pick it up. So as I'm scrolling through Facebook, I notice a game pop up, and it's in my local area. It's £8, it's still sealed. It is the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Had to look to see what it was called. And I clicked his profile, and lo and behold, he has another one, and it's still sealed. But it's the Galactic Edition, which I'm pretty sure is just a couple of extra figures, maybe even an extra level or whatever. But it's the same game, twice, sealed, £8 each. I had to message him and had to go pick it up. These games are worth a bare minimum of £20 each, so that would be a pretty decent profit. So I'm just on my way to get the two Lego games, and I'll tell you what, after the absolute nightmare that I've had trying to find deals on Facebook this week, people just not getting back to me, this is a godsend. I think I'm going to sell the one, 25, and then maybe trade the other one, because they don't do, in CEX anyway, they don't show, I'm trying not to get run over, they don't show the Galactic version for some reason on the website, so I just don't think they care. Probably could sell them both for a decent profit though, so I'm not sure. I tell you what though, I picked the perfect time to go out and try this. It is absolutely peeing it down. It wasn't before I left, but as soon as I opened the door, and I don't have any pockets, so my phone is drenched. The money is soaking. But hey, what we do to make the collection free. I'll obviously show you a bit better when we get in, because it is pissing down now. There they are, two games, brand new and sealed, which is banging. I don't know whether they're actually stuck together now, so I can't even move them. I don't know whether to sell them and just take the profit on these and maybe get something that we want or trade them in. Undecided, but let's get back to the game room. Happy to report it is no longer peeing it down, and I have the games. Now, I got these, I wouldn't say a little while ago, it was well over a week. They've been listed from day one, and they still haven't sold. It's not because no one wants them, it's because I'm trying to get as much money as I possibly can for these. I need to cover the cost of the game that I've bought, which I'll show you in just a second. So I've had limited interest in this. This one people are going for more than anything. And again, it's because you get 13 DLC packs or character packs in this. And I think, honestly, I think that's it. I don't think there is anything else. The back of these, it's the same game. I don't know why they had two of them, but they did. And we got them. £16 in total. This one should sell for around 25. I'd be disappointed if I got less than 25. This one's a weird one. I want to sell it. I really do, because I kind of need the cash-ish, I guess, to pay for the game that I've just bought. But at the same time, I could trade it into CEX and get around £14, £15 in credit, which is double, nearly double what I paid. and then I could still make some profit on this one. So I'm still in the air, because at the moment I have this listed for about £19-20, and no one is even looking at it, because I don't know, it's been out for a while. It was on sale through Christmas. I think you could get it for around that price anyway. So I don't really know what to do with that game. I'm going to hold out on the Galactic Edition, and I will get 20 to 25 for that. And I'll be happy to make my money back in this case, and then have a little bit left over. That's kind of the way we do things. But my thought process was, sell both of these, get around 40 quid for the pair, which I would have been happy with. Deduct 16 from 40, that's what we have left. That will then pay, in the majority anyway, for the game that I've just picked up. Now, I can't show you me going out and buying this game, because it was an online purchase. I would have bought it in store had I had the option, but unfortunately, with this particular publisher, you have to buy them online. I am talking Super Rare Games. So for those of you who don't know, Super Rare Games is a publisher based in London, and they run very limited prints of certain games. Now, they're not necessarily new releases either. For example, the one that I have, you've been able to buy digitally on Steam, and I think even on the Switch, since around May last year. It's only just come out as a physical release via Super Rare Games. The game in question came up available as a Super Rare game via the Super Rare website, limited to 4,000 copies, and I got one. We're going to open it right now. This has been sat on my shelf for a little while, and I haven't opened it. I've been itching to get it open. I've never bought a Super Rare game before. This sold out within the first day. You can still get it, but only via the Steelbook, which I think is £50 plus. If you go on eBay right now, you have to spend £75 to get this game, which is ridiculous. Now, I mean, I guess some people could use Super Rare Games as a way of investing in games that they kind of want to make money on, if you will. I'm not all about that. It's good to know that this is actually worth as much as it is, because if I play it and I decide I don't like it, it's not going to be like I can't get my money back. But I'm pretty sure I am going to like it. Let's get this open. Never works in one go. It's a nightmare, these things. There you go. Ooh, I'm excited. Okay, literally just the game in there. Now, oh, hang on. We do have a little card. So, Super Rare card there. It says, thank you for your purchase. If there are any problems in your order, please contact us within 14 days. Don't forget to sign up to our mailing list, blah, blah, blah. They do have I forget what it's called, like a gold membership kind of thing. It's the same price, incidentally, as a Super Rare release. This was £36 plus postage. Not a lot of postage, it's a couple of quid. So we'll round it up to about... Should we just go the full hog and say 40? I don't think it was, but we'll say £40 we spent on this. With the money that we had left over from these games, or that we are going to have left over from these games, this is not going to cost us an awful lot at all. We'll take the rest out of the cash profit in the series, and that will cover this game. So this is free, and it will go into the collection. What is the game? Well, like I said, it's been available since May on Steam. It is only, I think, around £16 on Steam, so you do end up paying a little bit more to get a physical release, which is the way that it always should be. So in there, we get a sticker. Super Rare Game sticker. I have a cabinet behind you where my Mega Drive stuff is currently sat on, which I will show you soon. And I'm tempted to cover it in stickers, so that could be one that I add to that sort of chest of drawers cabinet thing. I do have some Super Rare Games cards, which we'll open in a second. The other side of these show the game, so I won't show you that just yet. The game in question, sealed Super Rare. It is Source of Madness. Now, if you know anything about Super Rare Games, you would have seen this coming because it was their only release recently. They do have another game being released very soon, and that is Hell is Other Demons. I don't know if I'm going to get that game. It looks okay from what I can see, and I'm pretty sure it's out already on Steam or something, and I probably could download some sort of demo or even buy the game to find out if I like it, but I'm looking at it and I'm not really sure whether I want to do it just yet, because it would be very easy to just stock up on Super Rare Games. There are a few that just don't sell out. There's one in particular that I kind of want, and I may or may not buy that. It came out ages ago. And it looks interesting, and it is only like £32. I don't know whether they dropped the price slightly on these things, but either way, Source of Madness looked really, really interesting. No two enemies are the same. They're all sort of AI generated, if you will. So all the enemies will look slightly different, and they'll all have different attacks and projectiles and things. So you can never really predict what's coming. I'm pretty sure the levels are all procedural generated type situations as well. So you're running through the level and you can't exactly go and look up how to get through the level because it's going to be different for everyone, which I really, really like. And the enemies in particular, I know are sort of generated randomly, and they're all different, so it's not going to be like, how do I beat this guy, or when I run up to him I know exactly how I'm going to take him down, because he's different to the last guy that you just fought and the guy before and the guy before. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those really interesting I mean, graphics wise it looks stunning. It does look like a really, really good nice side-scrolling game, and I'm all about the side-scrollers. So Source of Madness cost me, say, £40. We deduct the price of those Lego games. We get some stickers as well. It will remain sealed for the time being. Not until I decide what I want to do with it, because it will stay in the collection for years to come at least. But I'm going to keep it sealed for now until I'm ready to play it, because I do have, I wouldn't say a long list, but there are a few games before this one that I want to play. So this is going to go on the shelf ready to play, but not quite yet. So just for those who want to buy something off Super Rare Games, very well packaged. It arrived in that cardboard thing that my cat is now sat on that is protected very, very well. You get that sticker, you get that card thanking you for your purchase. It comes wrapped in cellophane, and you also get these little cards as well, which I am going to open. I'm not going to be someone who keeps things like this sealed. I know a lot of people would. Oh, don't open anything, keep everything sealed. I get it, but at the same time, I want to play the game. So these cards, you get, I don't know what they are, they're just, okay, so, again, I don't know what these things are. It is literally just a collectible in itself, which is kind of cool. Not something that I'm that interested in, if I'm honest. Like, I do like collectibles as such, you know, like action figures and things, but when it comes to cards, I'm not a massive fan of collecting cards. Like, I would be into Pokemon, because I do like Pokemon as a game and as a film and things, and even the cartoon back in the day, and collecting cards was a big thing that I did. However, when it comes to displaying Pokemon cards, and even like football cards and things like this, because the people who do like the breaks when they have these really expensive collectible cards and they open them and things, I wanted to get into that at one point, but I kept thinking to myself, even if I get into that, how do you display these things? You put them in a binder, and then you put the binder on a shelf, so then you have to get the binder out to look through it. I'm guessing there's a way that you can display them on the walls or whatever, but I don't think many people would actually do that. And for me, a big part of collecting is displaying. I love walking around this room and seeing everything on display. So for me, cards don't really do it for me. So they will go, I guess, in a little tin on a shelf somewhere. I do have a little Nintendo tin that I'm going to put on my Nintendo shelf. But that game right there, we have managed to pick up using a Facebook Marketplace pickup, and also using some cash that we had in the series, but that will go on the shelf in my ever-growing Switch collection. Now, my Switch collection is actually bigger than it looks on screen, and that's because I have other things to add to it, but I'm not going to do that today, because this will mark the end of today's episode. But in the next one, I will probably add some more Switch games. We'll talk a little bit more about the Switch in general, I think, because I want to have a little discussion about the video game consoles that I'm playing right now, and the ones that I want to focus on more, I think, when it comes to collecting in this series. But for now, my first ever Super Rare game going into the collection. Really big fan of that, and I would not rule out more purchases from Super Rare either, because there are a few on there, like I said, that are still in stock that I might want to pick up, and going forward, if they release anything that I really like the look of, then yeah, I'm definitely going to pick it up. If you have any Super Rare titles in your collection, let me know what they are. If you have enjoyed this episode of the free trading game collection, then do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.